Introduce yourself.
Oh, am I going to see myself?
Don't worry about it. Just say hi.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank you for the opportunity to address the Olive-Harvey College Advisory Board. My name is Darren Jones. I am a 2011 graduate of the Process Technology Program here at Olive-Harvey College. I got into the program after going to a seminar at the Chicago Urban League that was hosted by Dean Barksdale here at Olive-Harvey College. The presentation was enthralling, so I followed up on it, and later on that year in 2009, that fall, I entered the program. I have to say that the program was well structured. It's universal, so it doesn't confine me to just one area of the manufacturing or energy industry. It prepares me to go into several different levels of the energy, the oil, and the nuclear industry, which is something I didn't expect. The core classes were right on point. I found that when I was going into the internship and going into job employment, looking for employment, that the classes in the core classes of process technology are exactly what was necessary for me to express myself in an educational and informative way to future employers. The other great thing about the degree program was the ancillary classes, the refreshing your English, the math classes, the chemistry and science classes. That only enhanced my confidence in going into these other jobs and employment situations to pretty much sell myself. So I like that the way the classes were structured. I like the choices of classes. I like the classes that support the core classes. So the structure, the idea is right on point. It's just what they're asking for out there that I find out as I go to employment seminars and job fairs and things like that. One of the great things about it is that they include the internship. I never knew how important that internship inclusion was until I actually went through it. It is major. I had the opportunity to intern at Exelon Nuclear over the summer. I spent 3 months down at their nuclear plant in Braidwood, Illinois. I was fortunate to be able to rotate through 4 of their major divisions, which were instrument maintenance, the Fix It Now team, the radiation protection team, and the plant operations team. Everything that I did here at Olive-Harvey prepared me to contribute in each one of those departments. Me being a little bit older, I did have some experience in administrative and business aspects, so that did help. But just having a core understanding of the process technology curriculum was a great help in my internship experience. As far as furthering and going forward with process technology here at Olive-Harvey, I think I had mentioned to Dean Smith, or he had mentioned to me earlier this year about expanding the sciences. And that is something that definitely needs to be done. I found that that was probably one of the points that had me stop and continue studying was the sciences, the chemistry, the physical sciences, not more so biology, but just the having a core understanding of science in several different aspects, physics being one of them. If anything needs to be included or enhanced in this program, there needs to be a physics component to it. It's something that I ran into as I was doing the internship. And the great thing about the internship is we were actual employees. They put us into the system. We had requirements every day, so we were employees until that last day. So knowing these extra added educational aspects, including physics and chemistry, just made the experience that much better.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Some questions for you. So where are you now?
At this point, I'm in the testing process. In this industry, in energy and oil and manufacturing, there's a testing process you have to go through even to get into the industry. And so we have to be certified in certain areas. Right now I'm doing, I tested with BP about 4 weeks ago. Basically the tests were mathematical challenges, mechanical aspects, and general plant operations. I went through that test. I thought I did pretty well, but unfortunately, I didn't go any further with my application. And I believe that's more so for the experience they wanted for that position, more so than how I performed on the test. It does provide a bit of a problem with me because I need to get into that foot into the industry, and if I can't test in, I need to find another avenue to get in.
When you said that, did the program prepare you for more of the testing, or did your internship?
One of the great things about this is the testing, and I think that has to be a little more enhanced. What we did, I remember in this very classroom, is that we pretty much tested every week. Great preparation for what we have to deal with in real life. We really can't get to the next step until we get past the testing.
What class was that?
In every class we had, it was the core PTECH classes, the instrumentation class especially, the troubleshooting classes, not more so the quality assurance classes, but anything that deals with instrumentation, hands-on things that we did.
What could we improve in the program that you think, what you saw in the industry, what your colleagues were telling you out there, what could we do to help enhance it?
Well, one thing, we really need to make that connection of what the industry is looking for and train us on that.
How can we do that better?
By going to the industry. One thing that I took out from Exelon is that when I got into their system, I got into their testing system, and I copied all the pre-tests that they require for their actual testing. So I have a catalog basically of all the tests that they have. They know that I have this. They know that I have this. I copied these. As a matter of fact, when we were testing, they sent us this link, which was the link that I got into. And so what we really need to do in that case is really have a relationship with actual industry companies and what they specifically expect on an entry-level basis.
How about another question for you? How about for the current students that are in the program in the first or second year, any suggestions or advice pieces for them?
For one thing, we have to change our attitudes about how we present ourselves.
What do you mean?
We had a mixture of class, a mixture of, how could you say, generations in our classes. We had some older and some younger students. Mm-hmm. And we know that the generation is kind of different. I know that some things wouldn't be acceptable presenting themselves to the corporate industry. We have to make sure that we are educated on our subject, that we are comfortable in presenting ourselves, that we present ourselves in a professional manner, and that we trust that this system is there for us. I really felt after getting out there, the help that was given to me here was right there on my back as I went to interviews, as I sat in meetings. I always referred to my time here in these rooms right here to help me get through the language, the processes, the goals of that day, if not the whole year for a certain company. So we really have to adapt a professional manner. There's no pants hanging down. There's no speaking with speaking. There's no slang, really. I mean, we just have to present ourselves in the most professional manner there. What was nice about me being there is that among all the people from Duke and the University of Michigan and University of Colorado and University of Delaware and all these big-name colleges, Olive-Harvey College was right there representing themselves in the same manner, same level, same presentation as those other schools. And I think we are right there on the edge of being accepted in, because no one knew where Olive-Harvey College was, but I think they know a little bit now by us being there. And so it won't be any hesitation, I think, later on when people want to, especially internships. Internships, they are very particular, especially at Exelon, about their internships. They don't just give them out to everybody. And so I felt very proud to represent Olive-Harvey College so that the next person who wants to go for that internship and they see that OHC down there, they have a reference now. They have a reference of me and Ray being at Exelon. And they know the kind of education that we've gotten, and they're going to welcome the next person to come there to get into that system. So,
one last question for
Sure.
you before I let you show part of your PowerPoint. What about for some of the students? You had a particular reason why you wanted to go back to school and get into a program. What kind of students do you recommend would be ideal to go through this program? Where should we recruit? Who would be an ideal person to be a process tech manager?
I would think anyone who has a propensity for math, of course, math and the sciences, but this is really open to anybody who has any kind of mechanical aptitude. Any kid who might have fixed radios in their room has a potential in the nuclear field that's uninhibited. I found that a lot of people in nuclear, especially through Exelon, were mechanical people who fixed things, people who work with their hands. A lot of these kids have that ability. All they have to do is enhance it with the education of the industry, which is what PTECH really does, is educate you on the industry, the process. But anybody who has a mechanical aptitude, those people who like me, used to take radios apart when they were a kid, put them back together, or people who know about computers, people who are very curious. They adore curious people because that's an opportunity to learn. And there's really no category. I mean, a sociologist can get into this kind of industry because of the aspect of dealing with 850 different people on a plant. So you get there, you perfect your personal skills that you already have, but you learn so much more that adds to you. I just feel I feel well-rounded, and to be able to take what was in the classroom and actually put it to use is something that it makes what we've gone through, it bona fides what we've gone through.
And then my last comment. So, Mr. Jones, you're looking for employment now, right?
Yes, yes.
Here's your opportunity to give a video resume. Anything you want to say to some potential employers?
Well, the one thing I can tell them is that for me personally, I have an abundant amount of experience in a diverse section of employment. I pride myself on not being one person who's done the same thing for 25, 30 years. I appreciate the fact that I've been in different industries. And this kind of culminates all of those things together, which I think is something that made this summer so successful for me. I was able to use customer service skills, management skills that I've done before. I worked for 13 years on in a residential maintenance department. Mm-hmm. So when I got to the instrument maintenance department there, I had something to fall back on. And what enhanced that, of course, is the classes that I took here, so I can sound intelligent about what was being done. So those kind of things. So for me, I'm an experienced person. I don't know if the camera was there. I'm experienced. My knowledge is new and fresh because I've been here. It's not a degree that's 20 years old. It's a degree that is fresh this year, and we were taught by people who are in the industry working every day. You can't beat that. That is something you can't beat.
So again, introduce yourself in today's day.
Again, folks, my name is Darren Jones, a proud Panther of Olive-Harvey College, a graduate of 2011 in the Process Technology Department. And I'm out here in the industry. As you can see, I'm wearing my Exelon nuclear shirt. And my focus now is to get into Exelon. I tested with them Friday. The great thing about that is when I went up there, people were familiar with me. People knew me. It was one thing that we try to do is get our foot in the door, and Olive-Harvey's done that for me, got my foot in the door. So the rest is up to me.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, and keep the program strong.